Good day everyone and welcome to session recap 20 March 2017. My name is Nenad and today 5 different setups: Euro dollar, pound dollar, Australian dollar, dollar CAD and New Zealand dollar. Previous week was a bit hectic, mixed results with our pairs mostly because FOMC decision, Fed bid rate decision and official cash rate has been actually priced in, and we saw some change in the trend. Some of setups actually went fine, some of setups were mixed. Mostly we should have ended up break even or at least 30 to 40 pips, but well, I received some emails that some traders actually went with 140 pips on pound dollar. I personally didn't make that amount of pips because my stop loss was hit, but generally it was like well, it was like mixed week, we need to say. Now we have new setups that are actually should go with the trend. We also have some counter trend setups, but before we begin, as always, standard risk disclaimer, explain that online education materials are available by Rba Markets Estonia for a global audience, and other markets UK Ltd takes no responsibility for information accuracy. This webinar is for informational and educational purposes only. And risk disclosure statement stating all possible risks associated with Forex market. By accepting the risk, you're also proceeding further with us. Okay, this is me, and these are results, 13th of February 2017. Well, guys, sometimes you will see that it's not the same when you trade on the account, when you have bigger margin, because exactly happened with pound dollar. My alternative trade was minus 35 pips, but on higher account we could have withstood a drawdown and make 140 pips, but still I will count this as minus 35 for myself. So euro dollar positional trade 1 was minus 50, but sell from 0.750 was good for 45 pips. And now we see that the trend changed. So let's see, I still have on a bigger account, I have one short position running, but it's actually a swing position. On intraday time frames, I think that euro dollar can be bought into. Australian dollar was minus 40, euro yen 30, dollar CAD first setup didn't qualify, but revised setup was good for 60 pips, and total pips pool was either break even 30 or, well, for some people 170, but I can say for me the week was mostly break even. Trade of the week, dollar CAD. Dollar CAD was trade of the week because of this revised setup. Okay, so before I show you results and what happened, we need to go with rules and setups. Give price breathing room. Enter within 15 pips of the predicted level if it's in agreement with your system. Those zones are called buffer zones, or, well, let's say how we call it, POC zones. For all of you who still don't know what a POC zone is, simply said, it's a price action zone where we expect price to react, where we actually expect price to either bounce or reject. That is so-called POC zone. Most of the time, POC zones are, well, very, very, very accurate, but from time to time, you might see that even if you see some rejection, that POC zone will be respected in either way. It will be either a retest zone or important zone, but how we use it exclusively, we use POC zones to enter the market. Okay, so it's an entry zone. Respect your stop loss. Always don't move your stop loss. Okay, when you place your stop loss, you need to respect it. Well, some people will tell me, okay, but for pound dollar, if we moved our stop loss, we would have been in huge profit. I say not for me. I actually don't move my stop loss. Okay, that is how I do always, because maybe from time to time we can be successful without moving stop loss. But guys, I always say you want to be marathon runners here, okay? And do not think that just because you won one trade, well, that it will always happen. So be careful about moving your stop loss, because guys, you know that when you move stop loss, well, it's actually you're probably risking more than your trading plan or well, your trading psychology allows you to. Actually, euro dollar is already a buy trade. I need to say before we proceed with webinar, because guys, I will show you now, if you actually read my analysis today, you know that for me now euro dollar is in buy mode. So actually it's in POC zone. Okay, here this is how it looks like. Okay, so POC zone is hit now. Okay, so I entered the long trade, and you will see my setup. Okay, so actually this is the analysis you can read on Admiral Markets website here on technical analysis. Okay, so primary we had before I proceed with explanation how to trade our setups, I need to say that previous week mostly was we had a change in the sentiment, a sentiment shift, because actually 3 rate hikes were priced in. Rate hike was priced in, but the thing is that Fed didn't sound so hawkish in their projections, because some of members actually argued that should be 3 or 2 rate hikes. So even though US is on a track to do more rate hikes, we can say that now we have some sort of dollar relief. So I think that we could at least try to use this temporary, I need to say, dollar weakness for maybe euro dollar long. Also, what I can say that there were some members like Mr. Novotny who said during previous week that it's time for ECB also to do some rate hikes. So yeah, it's actually bullish for euro. And at this point we can see, I mean from intraday, intra-week perspective, this is the setup. So my trigger has already been placed in. Okay, in the zone 740, and okay guys, you need to see that actually we have also stop loss. I will actually give you the setup just a little bit later. Okay, add a spread to your stop loss even if you trade by ECN at 2 to 5 pips spread depending on the pair traded. So always add the spread to your stop loss. Okay, also we take one position per listed pair. It's either positional or alternative trade, whichever hits first. Usually it's well, positional trade is trend trade, alternative trade is counter trend trade. So whatever you want to do, either positional or counter trend trade. The only thing is that the exception is when we make a breakout or scalp trade that can be traded independently of any position. First touch of the zone is the most profitable. That's why we need to focus on the first touch. Okay, don't forget that you need to pay attention to my Twitter updates. Depending on time and volatility, guys, use profit stops. If you see that something is moving, for example, today we had a pound dollar setup, buy setup, initiated around 23.80. Sorry, it was like 23.60, and it was good for 30-35 pips. And then some sort of Brexit news came in, like that Brexit will kick in on 29th of March. So actually I protected my trade, but I still have one set up for pound long, because I think that until then we still have time, because it's already being priced in the market. Pay attention to Twitter updates. Scalp trades should be done at or very close to important support resistance levels. Those are calculated by historic levels and Camarilla. Add these levels to your system. Pay attention to trends. You might find other trend-based entries. And don't forget that pips pool is the maximum available number of pips you could have got on recap entries. Okay? So these are rules and setups. Previous week, we had 2 sell positions. I said we might sell around 0.670. Well, if you did it, it would have been stop loss, but well, 0.750 was actually an excellent trade, although stop loss was a little bit higher. Well, guys, I mean, this position was done before we saw ECB possible rate hike. Well, before actually a member of ECB call for a rate hike in near future, and also we saw this before Fed made some slightly dovish statement. So basically, because of this bigger stop loss, we would have been in some profit if we sold into, okay, if we sold into euro dollar, okay. At this point we will probably, I mean, I am long now because the sentiment has changed. We cannot simply blindly short everything that we see. We need to use also current sentiment, fundamental switch, okay, and of course technical levels. We need to combine it. Pound dollar is in downtrend, well, was in downtrend for the previous week. We had a sell position and buy position. Our buy position was initiated, and actually you see my stop loss was maybe a little bit, I can say it was too tight probably. You see, this was our buy trade and stop loss was hit, but well, some people actually told me that they actually made their stop losses just below 21 and they could have made huge amount of pips. I mean, I was also going for some good counter trend trade. I actually scalped some of this movement later, but it was when pound dollar actually went, well, it went too much to the upside for me to open a positional trade. So that is what I say, guys. When you see that, for example, you didn't enter on a long trade, just for example, and you see the trend is strongly to the upside, of course, because the price is very it's actually it already went in a nice profit from positional trade. What you can do is to zoom in your lower time frame and then try to scalp it, okay, and try to scalp it. It's always good to switch to lower time frames and go with the trend if you want to take some, let's say, some movement that you actually forgot to trade. Yeah, okay, some comments before I proceed. Ilya is saying, after losing my pound long, he waited and he actually did a scalp and won all the losses. Great, Ilya. I like to hear it. Dilyana, I want to say that dollar CAD from Friday was great. It was just like 95 of traders read your analysis. When it went to 33.75, everybody said, hi, Nenad said it, it will drop. Yes, that was definitely, I need to say, maybe the best analysis for a whole week. It was, yes, well, dollar CAD sell trade. As I told you, you could have made a sell trade and make some nice profits from a sell trade. Exactly, Dilyana. Well, I'm glad that a lot of traders actually are listening to these kind of setups, because I want you guys to make money, not to lose money. It's our always best interest to traders to make money from trading, okay? Well, and from time to time, of course, we need to lose, and it's normal. It's the part of the game. Australian dollar, we had a sell position and breakout below. Actually, what happened is you can see that unfortunately sell position, well, it went in a loss. It was a huge spike after some announcement, and unfortunately for us, we lost this trade, but it was good because my stop loss was not that big, only 40 pips, so it was actually good one, okay? I mean, what I want to say, you don't want to lose 100 pips, 150, you need to respect it. So even this loss was good because you see how sentiment and trend change on Australian dollar. Euro yen, we had buy position initiated around 121.75. Okay, here this is where our position was initiated after two rejections. The maximum was 30 possible pips. Sell position unfortunately hasn't been touched because 122.90, so we could have gone short around 122.1 well, 15 pips buffer, 75, 73, but you see, well, very, very close to our sell position. You see, I said 122.90, so 75 was, let's say, the lowest buffer zone, and unfortunately, well, very close, really very, very close to our entry. And dollar CAD didn't actually, our dollar CAD trade didn't reach our both positions. So position buy and alternative sell haven't been reached, but then I made revised trade a day after and told you to go long around 34 here, 80, 90, 34, sorry, 40, 34, 50, and if you went long, you could have made some nice profits to the upside. And on Friday, again, I made another trade telling you to sell around 33.70. This was here, guys, our trade from Friday. Okay, this was trade set up from Friday. And if you listened to it, as Diliana actually did, well, then you could have made some nice profits closing your week with a good technical Friday setup. But this is not what I prefer, of course, because I don't prefer range trading, but you could have seen that actually it was pretty much successful trade. This was it. I told you to sell here or to buy there. Price went here and rejected. And it was, well, I can really say that when we have some, let's say, strange week in terms of trading, well, then it doesn't matter, because very often, guys, we might, I mean, that is why I provide you with the analysis to give you best possible setup, what I see in that point. So here, guys, you can see POC sell trade was initiated. We had a nice rejection here, nice confluence, and actually it corresponded to our Friday trade. Hazelhoy is saying, hello Nenad, what's up? Here I'm preparing slides for you for this week, and here is the first one. Well, I already told you that my buy position is initiated, but what I do is my buy trade was initiated at 0.740 because it corresponds to this euro dollar setup. My first position is 1%. If it drops here within the zone, 0.725, 0.720, I might add, okay, 1 more percent, but I will keep my stop loss the same, okay? I will not move it. Let's see what will happen, but we have slight possibility now. I mean, it's like 6 o'clock, okay? It's like 5:20 GMT, so we might not see some big movement in the market, but definitely this is what I'm aiming at. If this setup is not working, then definitely I will try to go with a breakout sell. But I think that euro dollar now at this point is buy on dips. It looks really like buy on dips at this point. The reasons for my long position on euro dollar is already explained, guys. Here I will show you now on technical analysis page. Here euro dollar, okay, this was a switch, okay, this strong momentum candle that respected this trend line, and in this point you see it's rejecting from POC zone. We have a confluence here. Also we have daily L3 level. We have 38.2. I mean, very close, but it's actually 23, in between 23 and 38.2. ATR pivot point, EMA 89. We have this strong momentum candle there. This looks like it might go more to the upside, okay? So yes, that is my position currently. So let's see what will happen. Pound dollar, I said, Petco is asking me, what about euro dollar short? No. We don't trade euro dollar. This is the setup for this week. It's buy trade, not short. Okay, so yes, if you have a short position, cancel it, okay? Indeed. So this is buy position. I mean, I already told you that my first position came into POC zone 0740, so that is where I went long. Currently I'm 7 pips up, but it's nothing, I mean, really. So let's see if this will retrace more in the zone, or I will hold on to this trade. I am ready to scale in if it gets deeper in the zone. I know, guys, I mean, I know that some traders actually like to scalp with my entry zones because they are precise. But guys, if you want to scalp, then you need to be ready for a fast profit taking. Take your profits fast, get out, because when you scalp, your risk is higher than when you make intraday positions. So it's different, guys. I would never place a scalp position with 50 pips stop loss. You need to understand those kind of things. Okay, so this is intraday to intra-week. It's different than scalping. Okay, but I understand why you are implying that you actually from time to time enter with on these zones. I know those are very, very strong, so that is because of it. Yes, I mean, this is typo, obviously 22.85. Pound dollar is in uptrend, okay? Pound dollar is in uptrend at this point. I know there was some news regarding Brexit today, like Brexit will start on 29th of March. I think personally that Brexit now is also priced in, at least until it happens officially. You know, at this point, pound dollar is a little bit, well, I can say it's bought on dips. Let me just correct my slide so it does not confuse you. This typo, I will correct it now. Just give me a few seconds. It's 22.85. Stop loss, yes. Okay, now let's see, where are we here? Let's see, where were we? 22.85, indeed. Okay, 22.85, stop. Why am I trying to go long on pound dollar? I also did the analysis today with Forex Empire. I will show you now the analysis that I did. Okay, and you see there is a lot of here a bullish zigzag. Okay, the price actually went into POC zone today and it rejected from 30 for 30 pips. Okay, I will show you that after I did the analysis. Okay, it rejected. Okay, and let's see, I will show you right away. And then we had some Brexit news. Guys, this is definitely, you see, this is definitely now some sort of zigzag, and it is a zigzag. You see, you can place a trend line here. It follows EMA 89. Also, thank you for your comments regarding T89 pattern. I've received a lot of private messages on Twitter and emails thanking me for T89. That's great, guys. I know T89 is very good. So yes, I think I am long already on pound dollar. I made two positions. First position before Brexit was announced, I made like 25 pips on that trade, and now I'm also long. Again, my risk is low, I need to say, 1% of trade, 1% of the account. And here, guys, you can see the reasons already stated in the article that I published with Forex Street, with Forex Empire. But definitely, guys, watch this bullish pattern. This is bullish candle, bullish candle, bullish Marubozu, bullish candle. These dips are bought into. So I think that pound dollar now is bought on dips. Definitely, I think there could be some nice buying on pound dollar. And also, guys, don't forget that Brexit was announced, but it still hasn't been realized immediately. We need to wait for 29th of March to see what will happen. But at this point, guys, this looks like it's being bought on dips. Really, all these candles, strong candles, are suggesting that buyers are dominant, guys. Buyers are dominant now at this point. Now let me show you something else. Okay, here let me show you 4-hour time frame. 4-hour time frame. Watch here, guys. You have actually Fibonacci fan 38.2, very close. It's very, very close to L3 weekly pivot point here. Okay, you see this is 4-hour time frame. And where are sellers? Sellers are actually, guys, here. This is the zone where sellers are. So we still have room to these sellers. A lot of confluence here, guys. Fibonacci fan making an X cross, okay, with, you see here, with L3, okay. Also we have EMA 89 that is supporting the pair. Intraday, this is low on ATR, intraday low on ATR. So that is why I'm saying this has the potential to go really go more to the upside at this point. We need to wait, but actually 4-hour time frame is supportive of long. This can be a retracement because this is order block also here. See, so the price is retracing at this point. We really need to be aware of all these levels, okay, guys, because this is now where we might see sellers selling here, buying there. That is why I'm long. Now, of course, guys, I cannot do anything if some sort of news or rumor kicks in and my trade goes in a loss. I mean, it's not what I can do anything about it. But technically, now I'm strictly speaking technically, 4-hour time frame is bullish, guys. And this looks like buy on dips, okay? Supportive, a lot of confluence here, okay? And according to my analysis, we could still see some drop, of course, but this is the setup. And I would sell, guys, at higher levels. Ilya, we have a stop loss. Ilya is saying he advised no GBP longs. I cannot go. Yes, I know. I'm not sure that something can happen like 1,000 pip drop in a single second. You can always use volatility protection settings, guys. Go to your trader room, open the account with Admiral Markets, guys. Okay, you have volatility protection setting. That is an excellent tool to keep you from such nasty price action. I'm not just saying now because I trade and I also am very close with Admiral. I'm not speaking just because of that. I'm speaking because you can protect your account from sudden spikes. Use volatility protection settings. Okay? Okay, so that is my advice, really. Personal advice, like a friend. And this is my setup. I mean, I don't have a big stop loss. For my trade that I'm in, already into that, it's like 70 pips, but it's not much, guys, because my risk is 1% and I will add 1% more if it drops lower. But I would sell from this spot here. As I said, pretty much big confluence in this region. So we could see a little bit of drop and then again spike to the upside. So yes, I mean a lot of confluence, guys. So Australian dollar, let's move to next slide. Ilya is saying, is volatility protection setting in the Admiral account. Yes, Ilya, go to your trader room, log into your trader's room, and there you will find volatility protection settings. I mean, you need to protect yourself, guys, from sudden spikes. I know it's always best for us when we make quick money. You know, we are happy when we make 200, 300, 500,000 euros in a single day. We are happy. But, you know, in the long run, you need to think, you need to watch the whole wood, not just a tree. When I was a young trader, I was mostly looking at trees. I didn't pay attention to the wood, to the whole wood. But now, with experience from everything that I've been witnessing in Forex market and with markets, guys, I really am, I always watch the whole wood. So one good thing really is that you have volatility protection settings, and that's great. Now, Australian dollar also switched. Australian dollar switched to uptrend. I already showed you that big candle that actually reversed the trend. So now it's a buy position, 76.70, stop 76.30, TP 78.20. Don't forget, guys, to add few pips to your stop loss to cover up for spread, okay? You need to cover up for spread. So don't forget to add to your stop loss, okay? Because even if you trade with ECN account, add a little bit to your stop loss. I mean, markets are, you know, markets are markets, and it's always better to add few pips here and there than to suffer a sudden drop and then you don't know what to do. So always good to add a little bit of it, yeah? Okay? Now, Australian dollar, I would sell around 78.20, and I'm thinking about trading both of these positions, honestly. Because for me, sell trade here also looks tempting, but let's see what will happen. 76.70 might come first because this is a trend trade, right? But still, this looks pretty much tempting, guys, to me. I mean, sell around that level, buy there. I mean, Australian dollar now also switched, okay, and it's a bit, I think, supported. I think really that the pair is a bit supported, okay? Also, don't forget, I will show you now Australian dollar, and you will see what I'm actually talking about. Let me show you, okay? Let me show you where it is now. Australian dollar. Also supportive, 4 hour is supportive. You see this candle is really, it's wanting to go up and it tries to go up. I don't know if it will stop short here, but here, guys, 4H4 looks very tempting to me really to sell, because guys, watch what happened last time. This happened last time just above this level, okay? The high of this candle here is, no, not this one, this one. Okay, let me show you a little bit better. We need to open daily probably. Let me see, I was watching this today. Yes, here, guys, daily. Watch this, double top on daily. Here, a lot of selling from this region. Head and shoulders historical. Left, head, right. But be careful. Daniel, you're right. You need to be very careful, guys, with this trade. This is technical setup. Okay, technical setup. And now why I'm telling you to be careful, because today we will have strong news. Okay, you need to be careful. I will show you the calendar right now, and this looks very tempting. That is why I'm thinking to sell, indeed. But still, guys, I mean, it's this news announcement, okay, can actually move the price. That is why I'm selling, to be careful. RBA meeting minutes. Very, very, very important. Gerard asked me what I think about President Trump's speech. I don't think it will make huge impact on the market because it will come later, and this is actually Wellington session. There is not a big, there are no big, usually there is not big movement. Now everything can happen with Trump's speech, but I don't personally think that something bad can happen or around 23:30. But just because of low liquidity, we need to be very careful. Okay, we need to be careful because of low liquidity. This is RBA meeting minutes. You need to be careful with it, guys. Okay, but really, this setup looks tempting to me. So, especially this sell setup. So, guys, I don't know what will happen. Mario, I don't know what will happen with RBA, but definitely, guys, here in the history, we had huge sell here, right shoulder double top. So you really need to watch and pay close attention to it. From intraday movement, guys, now if we are talking about intraday movement, intraday price action is supportive because we have a lot of confluence here. Okay, this is now moment, but don't forget that it can drop, okay, exactly to our POC zone where we can actually buy, okay, and here actually you see a lot of confluence. Now we will place Fibonacci here from this spot to this spot. If it starts to drop, guys, if it starts to drop, watch confluence at this region here. Okay, buyers now, historical buyers, probably now moment buyers. But because of, yes, RBA decision, you need to be careful. Okay, Isin, monthly, thank you Isin. This is different indicator, but yes, we have monthly levels. Actually, I know what you're talking about here. These are monthly levels, okay? Definitely, we can switch to 4-hour time frame. So yes. Yes, exactly. This is monthly, H5, okay? So yes, monthly levels are very, very supporting. Thanks, Isin. I appreciate it. And let's see, I'm having hopes for this setup. Although, as I say, guys, I don't like when I see, I will add just a little bit of risk warning here, but I don't like when I see that such big news can impact my trade. I mean, we need to be ready for it, of course, but this setup can be good, really, indeed. So that is why the only thing that can mess up with this is RBA decision. Okay, so that is why we want to be careful, guys, really. Okay, I will mark this and show you the screen. Just give me a few seconds so you know what you are actually dealing with. Okay, so Australian dollar, RBA decision, be careful, but these are technical setups. Dollar CAD now is in downtrend. We already had a nice sell, and now I'm thinking about next sell also. We had a sell position on Friday from 33.75, and now I'm thinking about next sell opportunity. Okay, this candle, also switch candle, probably a downtrend now, as I can say, from candle setup. Of course, on lower time frames such as intraday time frame, this is clear downtrend. We will switch on to daily. So this is, guys, 34.30 is sell. For me, I want to sell it a little bit higher because of this. Guys, this is order block here. This is bearish order block. You see what happened when this bearish order block was broken. Watch this, huge drop. So for me, this is still a sell, and I will place FIBO from this spot to this spot. Okay, and you can see here very close to 78.6 H5, breakout of order block, and if you see dollar CAD there, I will sell it. Alternative buy can kick in around 32.65. So 32.65 possible buy trade setup. 32.65, guys, close to L5, previous rejection. So if it drops there, we could see some, well, I can say limited move to the upside. But yet again, if it drops there, this is a level to buy, not to go short, because it's too low there. But here is what I would be focused. I would like to see a sell trade first. And finally, New Zealand dollar. Okay, New Zealand dollar set up uptrend. You can see it here. Okay, so uptrend on New Zealand dollar. I'm thinking about placing a long around 07000. Stop loss there, TP there, and trade is valid, of course, until early Wednesday morning, guys, because you need to be very careful due to RB NZ rate decision, Reserve Bank of New Zealand. Okay, that will be a rate decision. Everything can happen, so this should happen today or tomorrow. It's not valid after that. Of course, watch the price, and this is, it would ideally be good that if it drops today and we go long very soon, but I don't know if this will happen. Retracement has started. Let's see how the big retracement will be. So if it drops to L3 EMA 61.8, okay, there we have also, as you can see, there is bullish order block slightly below, but it's still, okay, this is the zone. It could reject and go to the upside. Dollar yen setup, Ilya, I'm already long on swing trade on dollar yen, but from short-term perspective, dollar yen is short. I mean, dollar yen is definitely short from intraday perspective. But guys, don't forget, when I made my long setup, I was based on daily chart. Okay, daily chart. My long setup 130.50, 111.50 stop. But from intraday perspective, guys, this is short dollar yen. Okay, very clear short. So what I think about short-term opportunity is to go short, probably around 113, and then just watch price action, watch Camarilla levels, and take profits there. Because on daily, guys, it's still supported. It's still supported on daily time frame. It's at support. So I wouldn't be surprised that it spikes soon. But also, as I say, because of temporary weakness in dollar, I would not be surprised that if it drops. Simply said, guys, when you make a swing trade like I did for a daily chart, all these intraday, intra-week movements simply can influence a temporary movement. But from wider picture, this is still supported, guys. I mean, watch daily. I mean, if you were seeing this on intraday time frame, you would say probably that this is bullish, right? So that is what I'm saying. Daily is bullish, but 1 hour is bearish, guys. So you can also take trades on short side. Now questions, guys, and let's see questions. Ilya, dollar yen setup. As I say, Ilya, if you go for a short-term trade, go short-term trade. Angel, Nenad, until when you will continue to do these webinars? Why are you asking me, Angel? I don't have a plan to cancel these webinars. I really don't have plan to cancel weekly recap and Wednesday live session. Angel is saying, because I love you. Well, thank you, guys. I love you all too. So I really don't have any plans to cancel these webinars, because guys, as I say, I'm a trader too, an analyst too, and also, why would we cancel something that is good, that is going? So not into that really. Well, we don't need to aim for, just go step by step. As I say, you always want to be, I can say, you want to be long-term runners, not just sprinters. Okay? Ilya is saying, till you get pension from Admiral when you celebrate your 75th birthday. This is funny. Wow. Yeah, it will. Woo, I cannot imagine myself now in 25, 6 years. It's really, wow, it's like too much for me to imagine now at this point, really. I'm still young, so yeah, we have time. Only 40 this year, so until 65, well, we will see. I will not get fat, definitely. I jog every day, train every day, so that is how I use my free time, so definitely not fat. Yeah, Ilya, very, very funny indeed. Isin is saying, yes, okay, your analysis on all dollar pairs seem to support this. Yes, dollar index, indeed, we can also watch dollar index. Of course, pay attention to dollar index. Here, guys, from intraday perspective, you can even see some sort of, you see, this can be a drop and then inverted head and shoulders. So that is why I'm saying I'm still long, of course. I didn't cut my trade on dollar yen. But generally from intraday perspective, it can go down and reject. Dylan, and you should be here until we are all millionaires. Okay. Angel, can you show me gold? Of course, this is gold. This is buy on dips. Now, clearly seen here, buy on dips, 1 hour time frame. You can even place a trend line here. Very, very clear confluence. This is your zone to look for possible spikes. Okay, here. This is long on gold, definitely, because it's, you see, it's a long trend. It's very similar to euro dollar at this point. Can I show dollar CAD slides? Yes, guys. Yes, 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 I will. Don't forget. Rowe is saying he took a trade on pound dollar. Perfect hit on downward trend. Excellent. Okay, I will take a look indeed. Ellie, can you demonstrate how you determine POC zone? I already did a webinar, Ellie, about POC zone, and the thing is that I do it manually. I mean, I really do. It's very subjective because I try to find confluence points, watching the overall picture and trying to find confluence points mostly on 1 hour time frame. Yeah. Okay, so so definitely yes, a lot of questions, guys. I'm really trying to be very, very, very fast with this, but yeah, let me just go with your questions then, guys. Yeah, just let's go step by step. A lot of questions I need to answer. Okay. Okay. Okay, give me just a few moments to reply to all of your emails. Yeah, a lot of questions, guys. Okay. Can I show you, can I roll slides? Of course. Okay. When will Admiral markets be available in Canada? Unfortunately, I don't know, because the thing is, European brokers simply don't allow for US citizens. I guess it's also with Canadian citizens. So that is what I really am not sure about. But definitely, if something happens, you will be the first to know. Thank you for all of your analysis, very helpful. When are we, Mihai, when are we gonna see price action school again? Currently, there are no more room to fill webinars. What we have is live trading based on price action trading school. But if something happens, you will be first to know. So price action trading school might be updated, of course. But Mihai, it's actually live trading now on Wednesdays. Can I say something about DAX? Yeah, DAX currently, it's definitely ranging here. You can see this is a range play on 1 hour, on 4 hour time frame. This looks like it might drop more and then spike. Nothing particularly, except that on intraday time frames it's ranging. I don't like to see spike up, spike down, spike up, rejection. This is non-tradable for me, because this is consolidation. This looks also like some sort of pennant, but guys, this is actually triangle consolidation. I'm using ready. Okay, volatility protection settings are available for Admiral markets. You should, okay, contact your broker if you don't have it, but it's available to Admiral market clients. Okay, guys. I don't know what will be with pound. Technically, as I said, it's bullish, but it can drop on news, guys. So that is why I'm saying be careful. Be careful, because today also we don't have a clear, we didn't have any clear news to guide the price, so everything can be up and down. Also, Bank of Japan also had a holiday. It was actually holiday in Japan, so we might see some counter trend moves during Asia session. Let's say if euro drops, it could be actually bought. Okay, so let's see. And finally, I will roll the slides, guys, and let's see what will happen. Euro dollar trade, pound dollar trade set up. Yes, I know Trump will speak today, so whatever you do, guys, just lower your risk. Be careful, RBA decision. But really, guys, 78.20, I don't know, this looks very tempting to me, as I already said. Dollar CAD and New Zealand dollar. Let's see what will happen, guys. Angel is asking me, can I put gold on my analysis? Yes, maybe from time to time, maybe next week I could also advise on gold. I could give you my I would give you my advice. So definitely, guys, I will try to make gold analysis too. Thank you, guys. Really, a lot of there are a lot of people here, and now I am focused really to answer all of your questions, but it's very, very, very hard. But let's say, okay, as I already said, I currently support euro dollar longs. Let's see what will happen, but we also have a breakout opportunity, also pound. But what can happen is we can actually lose a trade simply because some news might kick in and hit our stop loss. But generally, on technical volatility and technical trading, we should win on most of the setups. So let's see. Thank you guys for listening. As always, guys, I will be here with you again. Expect new analysis or maybe some updated analysis tomorrow. And I will talk with you soon. Yes, euro dollar is at POC zone right now. Thanks, guys, really. Thanks for all of your comments and questions. Talk to you very soon and expect new analysis and live Wednesday trading session. I want you all to be on Wednesday live trading session. Cheers, guys. Talk soon. Trade safe.